Hello everybody and welcome back to another chill Sunday stream. Hope you're all having a chill and lovely Sunday. Glad you could join us. Let's see, gonna remind everybody to switch over from top chat to live chat so you can all talk to each other as well as me. I see there's already some comments here. Let's see, Doug says, have a great stream folks, hope the rest of the game treats you well. Doug says, oh fuck, almost forgot, Sunday streams in this economy. It is indeed more likely than you think. Il says, we here. Do you all see the goose emoji? I see a little duckling. Which I'm assuming is the goose emoji you're describing. Oh no, she swore in the first minute of the stream. Doug swore. I'm just reading comments. I don't know what you're talking about. So, I am looking forward to getting through some of the endgame here with y'all today. We might be finishing Guacamelee too, can't guarantee it, but it's certainly a possibility. We have pretty much the Temple of Serpents left, and a bit of side questing stuff, getting some of the last things in the game. So, we'll see how that goes. But we're actually going to start today off, not with the direct stream, but with a run-through of the area that I left off at the end of last stream. Do we have a next game in line? We have a bunch of potential next games in line. So, I have one in mind if we need it, but we can also have time and room to discuss it on the server if we want to pick something specific. Tea is lovely. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna do this. Give me 1 second. Gonna pop that there. Tab management. Move the stream over here. And now I'm gonna mute the game for just a moment so I can show you off the run that I was doing at the end of last stream. Actually, I'll play a little music. Why not? Also, hello and welcome, Jaguar. Hope you're having a chill and lovely Sunday. Glad you could join us. So we're gonna switch over to VLC, where you will all get to see me do the chicken run. So at the end of last stream, I had some trouble getting this done while streaming. Turns out, doing it off stream, I got it done in 10 minutes. I was trying to save y'all some time during the stream by just getting it done, but turns out it didn't take me that long at all. Almost caught up to the lava there. That was actually turning into my problem the more I did it. At the end of last stream, where I was actually going too fast in certain areas. And there we go. Break that open, and we get the second piece of the chicken key. Pop on up here, and coming back to the game for a moment. We will load up right where that left off. And that completes the Temple of Jade. That long, complicated chicken run was what was stopping us from having 100% here. But it got done. Mission was accomplished. And now we can go teleport somewhere else. See where else we gotta be. So, let's... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Check where else I don't have 100%. So we need stuff here in... We need stuff in the prison. In Pueblucho. And in Hell. And then we head to the Temple of the Serpent. And we stop Salvador. And that's the plan. So why don't we go in order? We'll start in the prison. And work our way all the way back to the Serpent Temple. How does that sound for people? Where am I missing stuff? Okay, there's a blue button down there. There's... It sounds acceptable to you? Well, I am glad. I'm glad it sounds acceptable to you. We're only at 38% in this area, so what in the heck are we missing? You know what? We might not actually be able to do what I said, because the Crucible is probably where a lot of that map stuff is, and we can't go to the Crucible until we get the other 2 key pieces. So, new plan. We are gonna go here. A bunch of the stuff here, I think, is just the flying kick stuff. There's some chests that we can grab, a bunch of blues. I got the flying kick, right? Or do I have to go to the Temple of the Serpent for that? I don't remember. We're gonna find out, though. Go up this way, head up to the left. Looks like there's a... Yeah, there's definitely a thing up here. Would you look at that? Okay. Or it could not grab onto the thing. That's fine with me, too. There we go. That's a heart piece. I don't know if there's a spot up that way. There might be. We're gonna find out. Does not look like there is. Okay, not too bad there. So, let's head back this way. Moving back on to the left. Hello, Duke, and welcome back to another Chill Sunday stream. Hope you're having a chill and lovely Sunday. Alright, so we go left and we go down that way and try to get into that area. Down there. Headache and back bothering you is usual, as is usual, this weather here. That's no good. That's not fun. I am sorry to hear that your headache and your head is aching and your back is bothering you. Okay, we come down this way. Boom. Welcome to another chicken run. What is this one gonna entail? Aguar, what are you doing here? Well, it's a surprise to see you here, Luchador. This is the entrance to the Gauntlet of Trials. It's meant as a challenge for only the strongest warriors. It's not somewhere you belong. You should turn back if you value your life. Oh no, Shark, your throat. Jeez, I hope you are not getting sick as well. No frog splashing in this fight. Oh, but we have to frog splash. And right into the lava. Oof. This is just a matter of trying to get a downward splash right into an uppercut and getting out fast enough. Go ahead, roll right into the pit. Bye-bye. And away we go. Ooh, come on. Don't mess this up on the last part. Dang. And the worst part about that, I gotta do this one again. Indeed, how is everybody's weekend? My weekend is going very well. Thank you very much for asking, Jaguar. I've had just the ability to relax for the first time in a really long time, and I am very grateful for that. Not sure what I'm supposed to do to that. Right into the lava. Come on. There we go. A lucha. Come on. There we go. Much better, much better. Jaguar says, I meant like extra. Oh, wait. Shark says, I'm playing the Yakuza series. How is it? How are you enjoying the Yakuza series? I have yet to play that series. I feel like there's a lot of investment in that. Ill's on another trip. Can we keep Ill in a spot for too long? Nah. Apparently not. Duke says, still feeling not quite 100% from being sick, and the weather has me really congested as well. That is sad to hear, but hopefully you get better soon, Duke. Jaguar says I meant something extra dry, like maybe too much AC, dryness, or something, Shark. I've been a couch potato and watching very corny Christmas movies and having hot chocolate or tea. Now, hot chocolate's the way to go with that. I'm not gonna lie, but corny Christmas movies, being a couch potato, it sounds like a lovely weekend. Nothing wrong with being a spud on the weekend. True, true, true. Especially after a busy week. Jaguar also says I also had PT this week and ended up having a small tumble. Luckily, the only thing that got really hurt was my pride. Well, pride can heal, but, you know, especially compared to a physical injury, it takes a lot less time. Glad you came out of the tumble okay. Okay, we might have had a small hiccup on the stream. On my end, it looks like I dropped some frames, so hopefully everybody's still here and everything's good. Shark says, it's very fun, it's like Japanese GTA with a focus on melee combat, and it is time consuming. Yeah, I mean, isn't there like 6 games in the series? At least 7? We're still live? Okay. Yeah, I dropped some frames, but looks like we're okay. And ready, Lucha. And here comes all the enemies. What do we got here? There's Hagwada. There's like 7. I'm still playing. You're still playing the first one. I know. By the first one, do you actually mean Yakuza 1 or are you playing Yakuza 0? Because I know in the timeline, Yakuza 0 takes place first. Okay. Yeah, there's like 0 through 6, and then 7 is like the more recent one, and I know there's Like a Dragon. I don't know if that's one of the titles or just... When you first came to the Posada, I couldn't believe you were the hero who defeated Galaka. The years haven't been kind to you, Juan, but now I see a glimmer of the man I expected. Earl Grey tea indeed. I shouldn't have been so easily cowed by Salvador. I should have had more faith in you. What do you say, old rival? Agua under the bridge? Why would you betray us? Like you were about to be all like, I'm about to be your friend. I'm about to be your ally. Why do they do this character so dirty in this game? It's time to see if the luchador is as strong as legend. Secret boss fight. What? Wait, Juan, wait. Surely we can let bygones speak bygones. You always wore a scaredy cat. My feline from another timeline. It's good to see you. Let's take care of this has-been. You may be a worthy opponent, Luchador, but we have one last surprise for you. A third! And now the cat's out of the bag. My, mention from another dimension. Glad you could make it. Time to say goodbye, Juan. Recover, recover, recover. Cover. Okay. I need to recover. Got him. 3 disgraceful jaguars from 3 disgraceful timelines. Unlike our jaguar here. I remember that punch, the sweet, familiar sting. You win again, Juan. The fire still burns bright in your soul. I've been a coward and a fool. Maybe you will be able to defeat Salvador. Maybe there is still hope for my timeline. And mine. Good luck, Luchador. You'll need it. I'm just gonna recover my health here. And we got a piece of the egg cake. Only 1 piece remaining. Yeah, if we're gonna get out, we gotta go this way. And we're back. Okay, the next blue area is down here. We'll head over there next. Oh, I see what they want me to do there. They want me to dash, kick, jump. Kinda could do keep thing here. Oop, and down. They definitely intended me to do that earlier in the game. And being able to use powers from later in the game makes it that much easier. So I'm not gonna complain. So we could go back up and to the left, or we could go left and up. I'm inclined to go up and then left. Now let's do that. We want to go straight up here. Okay, there, little guy. Someone got overzealous. Oh yeah, you're the one I have to dodge through. Okay, and then we make it this. Okay. Basically got the right idea there, but, tried to do too much. So we just fly across here. And we're in. Now, what is this one of us? Wants us to run up the wall to a certain level and then jump across. Give me stamina. Precision platforming. Oh, gee, come on. I was right there. Give me my stamina back, please. Lie down. Boom. New heart piece. More health is ours. Map is 90% complete, so I think we just have those 2 chests left. And then we'll have another area down. As I run into. Like, no matter how proficient one is at a video game, there's always gonna be those moments where you are just like, how did I even do that? How did I manage to mess that up? Not that I'm saying I'm proficient at this game by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe I should be a chicken in that area. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else in the area that looks openable, because that top chest up there only gave me 2%. Maybe this is going to lead to something else. Do I need anything else in this little... No, okay. Okay. So sensitive to just, like, send me back to the beginning, like, right away. There we go. Alright, now we're at 95%. So now we have to figure out what we're missing for real. Okay. Anybody sees anything odd on the map, any areas, let me know. I think I see one, but I'm not sure if there's something there. I think I see a second one potentially as well. Alright, we gotta head back up either way. So we had all the way back left here. In terms of the graphic designs between the Land of the Living and Dead, which do you all prefer? 'Cause I feel like they give, like, such different aspects to the world. Yeah, definitely a path up this way. That's 97%. Meaning there's still something else out there. And what about up here? Yep. There we go. And then I'm assuming this one, it wants me to do something like that. I think I enjoy the design of the Land of the Dead in this game more than the Land of the Living. I feel like the Living Land, like, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. Like, the palm trees, the jungle, and all this and stuff in the environment. But there's something almost beautifully surreal about the Land of the Dead here, where it's got the calaveras everywhere, and, you know, skeletal palm trees, and candles everywhere. Alright, we want to get back to the teleporter because we have indeed finished this area. So either we want to take the yeah, we want to take the teleporter back to the prison and head back to Pueblucho. Getting into your goth phase? I don't see it as a goth phase. That's, not how I would view the concept of death culturally here. I didn't think you were, but I was also just explaining for anybody who might be watching who might not know that that was a joke. Alright, so let's head to the prison. We should be able to head straight from here to Pueblucho. And we'll see what we're missing there. 75% complete. So what are we missing here? Nothing in here. Is that it? That was it. We just were not at the top of the church. Okay. So... what is left? Besides the prison? I guess to hell we go. 76% here. Let's see if we're missing anything obvious. Well, there's those two. Alright, well, let's head down there. And we'll pick up the ones we see. I could probably run back up most of that on the right now that I've got the powers I have. Unless I can't get over this way. Nope, totally should be able to. See, this is such great level design because they drop you in here and you're not able to do any of this the first time through. Because you don't have the ability to do the wall dash or the, like, running up the walls and stuff. So, like, you're kind of stuck in certain spots. Ready, Lucha. But, like, now you can run up areas that you had to fall down previously. I messed that up. I knew I messed that up the second I went through. I do mild nitpick about the game, and I know they're kind of limited on colors. I do wish when they wanted you to jump through the wall with the kick, that they gave a slightly different color of blue, like a light blue or something. Because my brain instantly goes to just kick them, just do the side move, and that is not what the game wanted me to do there. Game wants me do something akin to that. Without dying, of course. I feel like my character just plugged it in right there. Oh, that's one challenge down. Oh, this is the worst. I remember this one. Oh boy, not my favorite. How did I miss that one? I had that. I thought I had that. Nope. This is a gauntlet. Okay. We're gonna be here for a few. We are definitely gonna be here for a few. Everybody buckle up, because we're gonna be here for a minute. Bye. Okay, that took significantly less time than I was expecting. I'm very pleased with that. But we have all pieces of the legendary key. We may now visit the chicken crucible. Which we will do very shortly. First we have to finish clearing out hell, and then we'll be back. We'll be going to the magical chicken place. Who's excited to go see some chickens in their magical environment? The enemies were like coins in Mario guiding you where to go. Yeah, I mean, that's the beautiful part about that level design. I'm not even gonna front. Like, that... It's just really good level design when you're able to guide your player in such a way that you're able to, like, just follow the pathway, and it tells you exactly where to go. Like, just by giving you the clues that you're already skilled with working with because you've been playing the game. Like, there's a secret up here. They don't have to tell you there's a secret up here. They just have to point you in the direction with those two things and get you curious. Why am I going up here? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I see what it wants me to do. Get my stamina back, and then we're gonna repeat the same thing. And piece of heart. %. Hopefully that chest right there, that skull over there, is the last one that we need. You don't have anything else for me, right, Flameface? No. Okay. Oh, I see. The... chicken power that gives me more stamina. And 95%. Alright, we gotta find the last thing. What am I missing? Look around the map, and I mean, I could try. I don't know if I could get back in the tunnel to go out of hell right there, and I don't know if that would help me because that would bring me back to an area I've been. That area looks sketchy right there. But I don't know if there's something more to that, because I don't know what else there could be. I think that was just to launch me through something over there, so... Not missing anything this way. Here. I see it. There's shadows over here. There's something that I couldn't get through before, maybe? And I'm missing something right in there. Alright, so I gotta head back down. Alright, let's do it. I love that when you're in the land of the dead, hell is frozen over. Or is this living? Okay, that's the... No, it's the land of the dead. Yeah, hell's frozen over. Okay, yeah, let's head straight back down here. Okay, jerk face, come on. Nobody needs that. A flying luchador? Now I've seen everything. Have you? Have you really? Have you seen everything? Okay, we give him this one. Okay, to the left over here. Why did I leave that area? Oh, because I had to fly across that. Yeah, that is definitely a thing I had to fly through. But didn't I get the power here? Maybe I didn't see it. I don't know. We're getting it now. It'll be okay. Yeah, here it is. Come over this way. Oh, wow. So we're gonna wanna do that. That's 100%. So now we've just got prison and chicken land. And then we take on Salvador. Is there a way to get out of here? There we go. Get out the way. Chicken coming through. And that's death. And then we head over to the last area we got to do before we head to the Temple of the Serpent. You said, Jaguar says, I'm glad the rooms don't set you back too far when you don't traverse correctly. I agree. You know, they could make it really frustrating. Alright, so I think... Now, we do have this blue thing we have to hit, which is fine. We can get that, but I think first and foremost, before we do that, we head down to the Crucible. Which means... into the toilets we go. As I pour myself some more tea and watching a chicken being flushed down the drain. Ooh, ooh, that looks like a secret. Oh my goodness. That is definitely a secret. We're gonna have to grab that. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna make it happen. We have done it. The special key! It's amazing! Special key! The chosen one! Let us use it to unlock the important door immediately. Important door! Where does this bring us? What's this? Behold, the important door has opened. You will be tested with a great challenge inside. If you best this challenge, you will receive the legendary special message. Special message. The chosen one, I believe in your ability. I'll be waiting for your triumphant return. Triumphant return. Okay, guys, seriously, it's starting to get annoying. You can give it a rest. Give it a rest. Never mind. Jaguar says that keyhole was way too big for a Poyo to have to carry. Welcome to the Crucible. So this on the left kind of functions as a checkpoint for the challenge, I think, if I recall correctly. And then you kind of want to come back here. Give yourself as many checkpoints as possible. Okay, controller. Can we not do that? Thank you. Okay. There we go. Brutal. This area is so brutal. Come on. Come on. Too much. So close, so close. Okay. And there we go. I think that's the worst part of this particular section, is getting back to the left over there. Oh, oh. Don't mess it up, don't mess it up, don't mess it up. There we go. First checkpoint. Uh-huh. Wrong direction. Damn. Okay. Hmm. Ah, okay. Forgot if I hit the bumper, I could technically do two. And now I need to barely miss it, of course. Not too bad. This one, however, dimensional jumping. I needed to change dimensions there. Okay. Whew. Okay, come on. I had that. Had that. At least this is a quick area, you know? Don't feel like that's how it intended me to do that, but we've reached another checkpoint. It's chicken slide time. You at the checkpoint, Jaguar? Yay, we're done. Me seeing the next room. Oh. That makes a lot of sense. That's funny. Yeah, some of these challenges they're up there, I'll tell you. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, that was not great. Whoa, that flash was weird. Nice. Ah, I didn't slide first. Very good one. That was a good one. That was not. Let's see if we can still recover it. Oof. Yeah, didn't think so. You're battling two things in this room. One is your own sense of timing, around, with trying to get them so that you're kind of just slowly dipping down and not, you know, messing that up. But then you have to time it against your slide with swapping dimensions. Too soon and you completely mess it up. Too late and you'll mess up a later one probably. And now, we make sure we never have to do this again. I see what it wants me to do. Oh, there's gonna be a rhythm to this, and I just have to pick it up. Swap dimension, swap dimension. Swap dimension. Swap dimension. Oh, okay, I froze. I froze on that spot. This is a safe spot. You can just keep swapping back and forth until you're ready to go. This is another safe spot. Boom. Same deal here. Safe spot. Now what does the game want me to do? Not that, because that resets you back to the other section. Okay. There we go. Let's get back up to here. And, you know, walk right into that. So it wants me to slide and then uppercut. And then here's another safe spot. And it wants me to slide and uppercut again. So after this one. Bam. Okay. And never have to do that again. No safe spots anymore. Or yes, safe spot. Now I gotta wait for these to pass, and then I need to double slide real quick. And then you have to hop back over. Ooh. Oh. Okay, now double sliding again. Okay. Okay, we made it. What is this? What is this? Where are we? What have we found? It is the darkness. Hi there. I'm the Holy Hen. What's up? Oh right, the special message. The special key. The message is... Tell those chickens to take it easy on the gold. That's all? Take it easy? Okay. Oh, and Juan. Don't spend so much time looking back. You'll miss what's in front. The world looks different through a mask. Infinite Boyo Shot! Haha! You are a super player. So we have acquired Infinite Boyo Shot. And now... we have the wisdom of the chickens. And with our infinite Poyo shot, we can grab that. The prophecy was true, the chosen one. The chicken messiah, the fabled man-chicken. Oh, we ran out of stamina. You can still run out of stamina. The vanquisher of the evil vulture, the opener of the important doors, savior of chicken kind. Also, hello and welcome, Gangle. Hope you're having a chill and lovely Sunday. Glad you could join us. By the holy egg from high above, you have returned, chosen one. Did you receive the special message? Special message! What? A most puzzling. Take it easy on the gold? Take it easy on the gold! But so... he noticed the gold. I will tell the others. He noticed the gold. And way to miss the point. So that brought us up to 92% here, and I'm pretty sure that blue button will give us what we need. Hopefully. Might be something I'm missing right here. That is definitely a possibility. But with Infinite Poyo Shot, we can now get to most places that we couldn't before. And in combat now, we can pretty much do the Poyo Shot infinitely. Once we get us to a certain combo. So that's pretty neat. And up the toilet we go. Okay, and the blue button is up that way. Did that do anything? It does not look like it did. So I guess we'll go back up that way and see what it looks like we're missing up here, because that's definitely a thing. Anything else it looks like we're missing? I'm not seeing anything. So we'll check up there, and we'll see if that's it. Didn't need to do that, but that felt amazing. Okay. I always wondered if there was ever, like, a super secret area in some of these I never found. Like, because it looks like the kind of thing that in an old school game they would have had you, like, maneuver around these for some super secret thing once you got the full upgraded foil power. But if there is, I never found it, so... Guess there's not anything up here. Strange, I would have thought. I would have thought there was. Then where are we missing something? Oh, it might be in the left side of the chicken place. Let's check down there. Back down the toilet we go. Wee. That put us at 96%. Where are we missing? Where are we missing stuff? Where could we be missing stuff? I mean, there's still some spawns up there, but I don't... Right up there, maybe? I don't know, that doesn't feel like a good spot to hide something. Just seeing if I can find a map for the one last thing, because I genuinely have no idea where that could be. Let me put this against the map I have. Alright, let's see where I could be missing something. It looks like the map is complete. Maybe I am missing it in that upper area. Oh, I see. I see where it is. It is right above us. Alright, back through the toilet. Through the toilet we go. Excuse me. Just a chicken coming through. It is right up here. $100%. Ill is getting hungry. What are you thinking about eating? Alright. Not sure. Chicken nuggies, says Shark. Oh man. So we're up to the Temple of the Serpent. Our map is 100% and world is 96% complete except for the last area of the game. We have all of the pieces of the chicken key. We have indeed done the proving grounds and met with the creator of the sacred guacamole. And we have found everything the game has to offer except in the last area. So, we make our way up into the temple. And I leave you on the majesty that is this giant serpent's head. And now that we're here, I am going to swap costumes for a few to her. And I think, if nothing else, this is a great time to take a break. A little bit early, but take a little short break and because this is the end game here. We're going from here all the way till Salvador. So, I will be back in about 5-ish minutes. That sounds about right. And we'll make our way through the Temple of the Serpent. See you in a few. Enjoy the break. And we're back. How's everybody doing? Everybody get water? Everybody get what they needed? Everybody ready to take down Salvador and make our way to the end game? And save the entirety of the Mixverse? Oh, whoops. Whoopsies. The Shark, are you here? I had a question for you if you are still. Okay, my question for you is, what's with the chicken nuggies thing? Do you just like chicken nuggies, or is it for the meme? Yes and yes. Okay. I understand. Ill, did you decide what you're gonna eat? You want to share with us what you decided to have? I'm kind of excited for you for some reason. Just because mealtime is awesome. Okay. I don't want to shawarma. Shawarma's good. There's an achievement tied to this character for throwing enemies, that's why we're using them. I want to see exactly what the achievement says, so I can make sure I'm doing it correct. Bear with me 1 second, 1 second. Grab and throw 50 enemies as this character. Okay, so I don't have to do anything special. Just grab them and throw them. Let's heal up before we move forward. Shark must take their leave now. Have a good one, y'all. Well, if you're enjoying the game, make sure to check out the VOD. And second of all, make sure you enjoy your chicken nuggies. Shark says I'm actually having pizza rolls now, but thank you. You fooled me. You fooled me. Thought you were having the nuggies, and you were having pizza rolls. Now we've got some Super Mario World stuff going on here. Oh, I remember this. I don't remember. I don't think there was anything below there. Or above this. Yeah, no. There we go. I can change my character back whenever I want now. That room makes you think that you're gonna have to go through a special type of hell, and it does not pan out to be that at all. And down we go. And there's genuinely no reason to fight any of these enemies. Nothing stopping you from just running right past them. We are getting Pac-Man'd. Lucha! And there we go. So we can change back to whatever character we want now, because the achievement popped. So let's continue being who we've been the entire time. Oops. Jaguar says, "Take care, Shark. Enjoy the pizza rolls." Jaguar also says, I kind of spaced out for a bit, and not quite a nap, but definitely rested a bit. And Ill says, must be the chillness. It totally is, says Jaguar. Oh, I'm glad you all are having a chill experience. Glad everything is relaxing and we're just having a good time. We're making our way through the Serpent Temple. See, according to this, we're 50% complete. So if this map's any indicator, we've got a long way to go. If any of them knew the real secret ingredients in sacred guacamole, they'd probably be trying to conquer the Mexiverse instead of that jerk Salvador. And the only thing tougher than muscle is stone, so let's be thankful they're a bunch of stationary wannabes. And anyways, it's sacred salt. What's everybody's favorite stream, snack, or beverage? That's a great question, Jaguar. I don't usually like to eat on stream. Obviously, because reasons. But if I had to say, I could totally see like a piece of chocolate or chocolate chips kind of being my favorite if I had that option. Or if you wanted more of a meal thing, I'd probably say mozzarella sticks. What about everybody else? Water? No! Maybe I should just skip these enemies. Duke says I'd like to eat something from the nearby bakery. Ooh. There we go. That me. Oh, I hit the spikes on. Gotcha. Gotcha. Nope. Recovered that. Okay, they do not. Alright, let's stop trying to speed run this and do it properly. I say as I mess it up twice in a row after. There we go. I got zappied. Oh, man. Y'all get out of here. That was just silly on my part. You know, I could probably bypass most of this because I have the infinite, Boyo power. That would have worked if it actually hit my enemy. I don't want to see if I can actually do this now. But I most definitely have to actually knock these enemies off these platforms. Get out of here. That actually worked. Get out of here. Fear the Boyo power. I need stamina, though. I kind of love how much you can break this last area of the game if you have the infinite Boyo power. Like, look at that. I just skipped all that platforming. No endgame is complete without a crusher section. And down we go. Totally messed up switching dimensions, but how we doing? 62% of the way through. And can't make a basic jump. Pretty, Lucha. Jaguar had asked, do they make good Black Forest cake? I know how much you like it. And Duke says they do make a good Black Forest cake, but also croissants. Croissants does sound lovely. Like freshly made ones. And that is another area for backtracking. Bye, enemies. Oh, I'm sorry, game. Did you want me to platform? I have a magical chicken power that makes me not have to do that. Pretty, Lucha. Well, I mean, if you've managed to beat the chicken power thing, right, and you have made it to that point in the game, I think you have very much earned the right to not have to platform in this area. I am in trouble here. I might still be able to pull this off. Get some heals. Go, get some heals. Get some heal. Jeez, these enemies are annoying. Ah, we got it down to 1. I think I'm okay. Whew. If I didn't have this healing ability, I don't know if I would have made that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They found a way to make me platform. My one weakness. Not being able to transform from a chicken into a player. Or to a humanoid. Sorry, game. I didn't mean to break your platforming more than I needed to there. Pretty Lucha. The one next door has fancy dessert croissants. Oh my goodness. You're making me hungry, Duke. You're making me hungry. Excuse me, coming through. Don't care, don't want to fight any of you. Okay. Bye-bye. It wants me to go up in this room? Okay. And down we go. My controller just stopped working for a split second. That was weird. Wrong way, chicken. Wrong way. And I believe that's the last piece of heart in the game. Could be wrong. certainly looks like max health. Can't you just fly up and get the treasure? Yeah. Yeah, I could have, ill. Can't stop me now. Having such a good time. Avoiding these fights. Was I supposed to be? No, probably not. Bye-bye. And now it's time for Mega Ultra Chicken. Get poyoed. And that brings us back to here. We have 100%ed the Temple of the Serpent. So, we're up to Salvador. We're up to Salvador. Looks like he's pretty close there. What do you mean, a dance? The ceremonial dance. You don't have to do it. I said it's optional for you. Well, just hurry up with it. That grainy horchata from earlier must have dried out my throat. Here we go. There, it should open any moment now. See? It worked. Toodles. What? You again? Go home. See ya. Agave field. Good timeline. We literally just got sent home. Mama, I don't think the black stuff is slowing down. Juanito, stop staring at it. Maybe if I carry the 219... Yes, I got it. What was that? Papa. Juan, I'm so relieved to see you. We weren't sure what had happened. The voids have almost eaten the house. Have you gone back to, you have to go back and stop this. I think Wei Chivo was making use of instability between timelines to create portals. I've been trying to figure it out. This might be the right equation. I'll just give this a try. Abracadabra? Yes, Oh, no, it shrunk. Cool. Oh, I don't like that. I'm sorry that the fate of the world is on your shoulders again, Cielito. But I know you can do this. We love you very much. So come home soon, okay? We'll be here waiting for you. Well, I guess I could get used to that. Geez, I didn't picture the apocalypse having this much downtime. I don't think any of us imagined that the apocalypse would have this much downtime, okay? Let's just be real right now. What's that smell? What the? How did you get back here? Versus Waypeck, round 2. My beautiful new body. And Jaguar says I had a lot of downtime yesterday with my couch potato movie day. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're able to enjoy it. Gotta have good days like that every now and then. I'm just stalling you anyways. Hey, don't ignore me. I'm talking to you. Welcome to the Void. The area between worlds. Definitely enjoying the apocalypse. Finally, the sacred guacamole. I have given everything for this. Now you will witness how strong a luchador can really be. It's just some saliva getting caught in anticipation of this moment. My body will finally be able to sustain my full power. No. Dude just turned Super Saiyan. I feel it. Powers. The power, the godly powers. And the cilantro and lime, too. Very tasty. My breathing, it's clear again. Come on, Juan. You wanna go? Versus Salvador. If you wanna be the luchador, you have to beat the luchador. Don't mess with boil power, that's all I'm saying. This is the... I'm the best there is one. Pasado, presente y futuro. You've gotten better, but you're still nowhere close. Now bear witness to my final form. This isn't even my final form. You can't stop me. You can't even hope to hurt me. I've developed a shield that no man can break. So, something a chicken could break? You know, that purple shield? Don't be a chicken. Oh yeah? What? How did you break my perfect defense? Well, no matter. I prepared another perfect defense. You know, an orange one that a chicken can also break. I will crush you, little bird. Best way to defeat Salvador is by being a chicken. Can't stop me now. Killing you as a chicken. Don't mess with boil power, man. I don't think I took a hit that whole fight. Behold, the sacred Guacamelee has restored the timeline. They begged me to give up the mask, but how could I? It was a part of me. I saved them. I saved them! It's just the unfamiliar taste of defeat. There's something hilarious about being in chicken form for this. Hey, remember when I said we'd be together until the end of the world? I didn't mean it quite this literally. Oh, Chivo, that was ages ago. Becky, your bone structure is still as radiant as the day I met you. Oh, please. Aren't you from the good timeline? I'm not even your way, Peck. Whatever happened to us? You were too busy. Me? You were obsessed with Lucha. Oh, come on, blaming it on me again. You're so stubborn. I swore that I would never fall in... Why are you such a dweeb? He did it. The voids are gone. What happened? Oh. No. Poor Salvador. We did it, Juan. We saved the Mexiverse. Now let's get you back to your family. Sure thing. I'll create a portal for you now. Abracadabra. One portal coming up. My staff must be frozen. Let me try turning it off and back on again. One sec. You restored the relics. Timeline travel is impossible now. He's stuck. She's right. I'm sorry, Juan. Wait, so Juan will be stuck in this timeline forever? Inside El Otro Mundo, you can access any timeline. But I bet it's a crazy maze in there. Technically, though, El Otro Mundo ties all the timelines together. All the timelines together. All the timelines together. Ooh, mystical voice in your head. Don't spend so much time looking back, you'll miss what's in front. The world looks different through a mask. Take the mask off, Juan. If you want to go home, you'll need to see clearly. I believe you only get that ending if you have the sacred key. Look, the portal's collapsing. Juan, no. Don't go back in, you'll get lost forever. In we go. Oh damn, I'm not from this timeline either. I love Waypeck's eyes and mouth opening there. A multiverse of possibilities. And you only have one choice. The amazing Pollo Luchador. Muñeco finally got to perform. And that was Guacamelee 2, everyone. I feel like this game improves a lot on the first one. I think it improved the game in building a better environment that complemented the abilities of what Juan is given. I think having boil power expanded more, I think was a great decision. And ultimately, I mean, it's everything I would want in a sequel. It continues with the same humor, it pokes fun at people who didn't like the game, it manages to create more platforming challenges that are, you know, a little more challenging, but still very doable. It just, overall, made the first game, that much better. And honestly, I would love to see them make a Guacamelee 3 that had as much care and attention into it. But one thing that I would love for them to do if they do make a third one, is stop messing with Jaguar. Stop messing with Jaguar. Like, they treat him so bad in these 2 games. Justice for Jaguar, says Jaguar. Ill says, I feel like this game will be a cult classic in the future. Oh, yeah. I think it'll end up being more than just a cult classic. I think that there's definitely room to call it a classic in a number of years. In memoriam, Chicky Perb. No chickens were harmed in the production of Guacamelee 2. Very nice. Music, fantastic. The whole experience, wonderful. I cannot emphasize how much this game captures a certain essence. Congratulations, you've completed normal mode. Hard difficulty is now available. You got the good ending, Chicken Man. And yeah. But that is a Guacamelee right there. What are people's thoughts? Did you enjoy the experience? Did you enjoy the game? Tell me what you think. World map 100% complete. Gangle enjoyed the humor and the music. Yeah, I love the fact that they were able to take aspects of, like, meme culture and mix it in with the multiverse stuff, like, before the multiverse was, like, in everything. Jaguar says, I love the game and the care they put into it, especially the details to traditional stuff. It is not just some random stuff stick together. Looking at you, my Inca tech trope. Oh, yeah. No, I got you. I got you with that. There's actually, an achievement you get, and I already done it, but if you play against, Salvador using Jaguar, you end up getting the achievement because Salvador actually hits for more damage. Against Jaguar. But that wouldn't have been very relevant considering I didn't seem to take damage that whole fight. And I feel like Rooster Ramirez gets a bonus against him, because I did that whole fight as a chicken, pretty much. Okay, it puts you right here. If they make another one, I hope they could make the rooms less difficult or make a game that has a friendly version. Yeah. I mean, it's always a difficult thing to balance that, Jaguar, where it's like you make the game challenging enough for one group of people who want the game to be challenging while, you know, having room enough for people who want to kind of go through the story and be able to just experience it. It's a rough balancing act, to be honest. Um, so, question for you all. They could have a slider or difficulty choice like with the Kirby games. Sliders are becoming, to me, I think the best way to handle that, where you can just move a slider up and down, the amount of damage enemies do, the amount of damage you do. Make it pretty realistic that, you know, there's still some level of actual gameplay involved, so you're not one-hitting every enemy. But make it so that enemies could do less damage to you, or make it so that you can do more damage to enemies. And let people experience the game as they can. Not everybody is able to keep up with 100 different button presses and combos and all that, and sometimes it's very difficult. So I agree with you, having some sort of slider or ability to control damage you do, damage your opponents do, could make it a lot more accessible. And have a default feature and you know, you love the graphics and design of the game. Honestly, I can't agree with you more. And the Land of the Dead especially, they do phenomenal stuff with. Backgrounds always are just on point. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. Everything in this game is on point. And the only things I can think of that would be considered, quote, negatives in this game are such minor details. Like the thing I mentioned earlier, like preferring that the ones that they wanted you to fly through was, say, a lighter blue so that you knew in those moments, but you mess it up once and you're fine, you know? You remember to do it next time. But there's few and far between in terms of issues there. But yeah. So, I did have a next game picked out, but the game has more of an autumn vibe. And we're now in December. I was not expecting to go this far into December before the game was picked out. So, I can either throw things up on the Discord for us to talk about some possibilities and some options that I have, and maybe postpone this game until next autumn, which I think would be cool. We could also just play it. It's called Fall of Porcupine. And I have other options available, so we could talk about that on the Discord. We don't have to make a decision right this minute. Or we could just go with something. I don't know. What are y'all thinking? Because if we move it to the Discord, we can wait. If not, it's not like we're gonna play the game today anyway. You know what? If you're okay either way, Jaguar, what about Staxel? I mean, if I'm gonna go into Staxel, I could just go in next time and build both the thing for this game and for the next game once we confirm what the next game is gonna be. And I can do that at the start of next stream. So, I think that makes the most sense. And then we can talk on the Discord what game we want to play or figure that out. Which, mind you, if you're someone watching this on YouTube and you have made it this far, link to the Discord is in the description down below. We have wonderful conversations, good community, and, yeah. Come check us out. but we're early. So I am willing to take, say, 20 to 30 minutes and talk about any conversations you all have for me. If you don't have any, we can just wrap up and end early. So if there's anything you want me to talk about politically, now is a good time to bring it up. The year is almost over again. Yeah, this has been a year. 2023 has been a hell of a year. Did you see the post I made on Discord about the cats? I did. Justice for kitties. Yeah, apparently there is a huge, well, there was a huge area in, Puerto Rico by an area called El Moro, where, there was a cat sanctuary, basically, and apparently they are trying to remove all of the stray cats from the area, which... Ugh. Justice for all felines everywhere. I mean, if we were to, properly handle these situations instead of what we do now, but that's a whole to-do. U.S. government is trying to remove the cats and going about it in the wrong way. Government never listens to the people of PR. No, it doesn't. I mean, it treats PR like a colony, because it is a colony. The U.S. doesn't know how to solve problems, they just throw money at things. Pretty much. Or war and destruction. Yep, pretty much. But, yeah. It's what happens when you prioritize the accumulation of capital over the needs of a society and people. You tend to get these situations that manifest. You're nervous about what this means for PR and the people of PR. I mean, PR has been absolutely mistreated throughout its history, but being completely real, but in the last 10 years especially, the amount of gentrification, people moving to the island and displacing people, the amount of people leaving the island, the amount of issues around the electrical system, the debt thing that the U.S. has caused down there. PR has been a nightmare in terms of how the U.S. has treated it. Jaguar says the U.S. has ignored the issues and now all of a sudden there's a 6-month deadline for the cat situation to be dealt with. Yeah, and what is that going to ultimately mean, right? What is that going to mean for the cats? Let me see if I can get to an area in the game where there's some nice music in the background. Where is... Okay, just straight down. Istanbul has a lot of cats too. I don't know anything about Istanbul. Hawaii and PR have a lot in common in that regard, but Hawaii got statehood, which is a huge, complex issue. Yeah, I mean... From what I've heard also, the US mainland has been sending a lot of people who do not have homes to Hawaii. And there's been apparently, a really messed up situation going on there where people are promised, oh, we'll send you to Hawaii, we'll take care of you. And they arrive in Hawaii and there's nothing available. And they have no money or way to get back. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't remember where I heard that. I have to look up the details on that, but it's kind of messed up. Kind of messed up. Not to mention everything with the water supply in Hawaii that's been going on with the military base. Never mind everything that's been going on the displacement of the indigenous culture there and everything else. Jaguar says there's an organization that's been trying to control the population of cats and deal with the issue at Omoro, and they don't even know if they're up to in the running to be picked by the US to deal with the cat situation. Yeah, and you know what? You'd think that the on-the-ground and, the boots-on-the-ground organization that's been trying to deal with it but just hasn't had enough money, you'd think that if you wanted to deal with the situation effectively, that you would throw money at that group and be like, hey, let's talk plans. Let's talk how we can implement this. Let's talk how we can fix this. Maybe start doing some catch and release programs or something of that sort. Let's start funding people in order to take care of the situation. How about not making spay and neuter so expensive? I mean, here's the thing, vets still need to get paid, right? Vets need to be able to take care of themselves. It costs money to spay and neuter. It takes expertise and a lot of skills. So how about funding a program that actually pays vets and allows people to maybe get more vets into the area and maybe gets more people working with the catch and release programs and starts funding people to actually do these tasks and give a more realistic expectation of how to deal with that. Subsidize the spay and neuter situation. Maybe handle it as it should be handled, as a actual issue that affects the entire community. Community problems require community solutions. Community solutions require community funding. So fund the community. Problem solved. But in addition to the cat situation that you brought up, Jaguar, there's so many issues that goes into the treatment of PR as a colony, where the US dictates how to do things, how things are supposed to be, how they're supposed to be managed, and completely denies autonomy to Puerto Rico. There's also an ecological issue, but that's not even in the conversation from the US end of things. They're just, oh my god, cats smell. Yeah, I mean, if you have what essentially is an overpopulation of cats in an area, that means that they're going to be targeting birds. That means they're going to be targeting local wildlife. That means they're going to be causing a lot of ecological damage. Turtles and lizards and eggs, yep. Birds. Remember, cats are technically an invasive species. We love them, they're good pets. They're adorable and cute, and I would never want to see anything happen to them, but they are an invasive species. And if you want to talk about humanely handling a situation that involves an invasive species like cats, then that's going to mean a multi-generational program that requires catch and release. And I mean multi-generational for the cats. You could get that entire program, if you actually properly funded it from top to bottom, you could get that under wraps in 5 years. 10 years at most. And not just in a place like Puerto Rico. Like, there are other places where cats are an issue. In terms of being out and everything. Jaguar says, and yes, that's the issue. The US are so patronizing and an evasive force that leaves the island a mess. 5 years, but I want to buy my condo by the beach now. Gangle says, as a predator, the cats are pretty much overpowered. They're really effective. Yeah, and the thing is, they're also quite capable of switching between pack tactics and hunting solo. Like, they're kind of hybrid in that. They're social creatures, but also they tend to hunt solo. So if they have, like, a larger foe, you can see cats group up. Or flee together, and will look out for each other. They are really effective hunters. You thought I said they tend to be Han Solo? Oh, hunt solo. Hunt solo. Gotcha. Gotcha. But, I mean, US colonizing places and mistreating people, and because cats shoot first. That's funny, Gangle, that's funny. Juan did shoot first, though. Or so they say. I don't know, I wasn't there. Oh, that's actually a really interesting thing that it reminded me of. Apparently, in some languages, the statement, if you're talking about something, okay, we're gonna go mildly into linguistics here. This is just something I found fascinating. Apparently, if you, in certain languages, say, for example, that, let's take a character. Juan, in this game, the luchador, he did something, right? That there was a different connotation between whether or not you witnessed him do it, or whether or not you were told that somebody did it. And that because English doesn't make that distinction, it often creates a lot of controversy that doesn't need to be introduced into a conversation. But like if I say, Jaguar said this in chat, right? Or Gangle said this in chat, but I didn't see it directly. There would be a different phrase or connotation that you would use within that statement that let you know that I heard that secondhand, as opposed to I saw it directly. And really, that would be a really good way of, you know, getting rid of a lot of issues within conversations. Because if it's circumstantial, if I am being told this person did something, oh, you know, Jimmy robbed a bank, right? I would say Jimmy robbed a bank and then would add something to the end of that statement that would imply that I did not actually see that. As opposed to, I saw Jimmy do it. Just an interesting linguistic thing that I came across recently. Jaguar says, it's wild to think that the US were trying to do something like this in the US. Organizations would be screaming their heads off, but because it's in PR, it's going to be ignored. I also heard that Ohio has coyote hunting competitions. It's very gruesome. There were certain populations, like the wolf population, during, want to say the early 2010s and like early 2000s, there was a huge conservation program to preserve wolf populations because we devastated the wolf populations in trying to hunt deer and like other things and just destroying habitats. So there was a huge movement to get the wolf populations back. And hunting wolves was illegal in a lot of places. And when the Trump administration came in, wolves were back on the table. And so we saw a massive decline. All the conservation efforts that were done over 2 decades, gone within 3 years. Absolutely devastated the wolf population. Because we let hunters do open season on wolves. I think it was wolves. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna make sure I was correct. Wolf populations. Trump administration. Maybe it wasn't wolves. No, it was wolves. It was in 2020. The Trump administration ended the gray wolf's endangered species protections. And like within 3 years, damage was done. I don't know if they did open season on it, but they got rid of the endangered species aspect and whatever that ended up entailing. They were stripped of the Endangered Species Act protections. Massively devastated the wolf population within 3 years. And conservationists were warning and flat out like, we are so ham-fisted in our interaction with ecology. I mean, we're absolutely foolish with it. We don't recognize that there are wider connections to these systems than just individual decision making. You simply cannot try to address the ecological implications of the entire environment, like of dealing with the entire environment, by looking at it from an individualistic lens. You have to look at it from statistics and data and bringing all that to the table, or just generally observing the populations that you're talking about and seeing approximately how much those numbers have gone up and down. Somehow, certain populations were able to be maintained for across the globe for thousands of years. And within the past 200 to 300 years, with the US and Europe and colonization and the whole to-do that we've had from the Industrial Revolution going forward, we have wiped out more species than anything else. Than probably any other time outside of, like, major ecological disasters. Like, we ourselves have created an ecological disaster with that. And how many species in the 19th century, we had hunters going out to get ivory. How many different species did we, like, wipe because we wanted to produce, like, luxury goods with capital in mind? Like, come on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Humans have done some devastatingly stupid things. I just don't think that... I think it's also important to acknowledge which humans. Mostly wealthy Western society. Like, it's always funny to me when we talk about global environmental impacts, right? And we talk about climate change. And we're like, humans have messed up the environment. Humans have set global warming into all of this stuff. And that's a true statement. It's a very clean statement, though. Because there are very specific cultures and societies, including the ones that I believe most of us here are at the very least a part of, that have caused the overwhelming amount of that damage. And it's a very clean way to blame humanity as a whole, as opposed to addressing the wider culprits, which are usually the wealthiest institutions, the billionaires, and all of the people with the most amount of resources. And even for the things that we do on a daily basis here in the West, or in like the US and Europe primarily, like most of the cultural norms were set by the people at the top of a hierarchy. Not all, but most were set by the top of a hierarchy. And so, like, when we normalize things like trying to recycle plastics and then find out that Greenpeace is coming out with data, like last year, that said that we can't recycle plastic, that it's been a foolhardy effort and we've basically been duped this whole time, you know, what do you do then? Like, it's not necessarily even the average, regular, everyday person, except in the impact that we allow ourselves to be individualized and automatized to such a degree that, or automatized, yeah, that to the level and degree that we are, without coming together collectively and toppling that violence to ourselves and the world around us. But it is a fascinating thing that the entire thing is blamed on all of all of humanity. Atomized, yeah. Were you asking for clarification on atomized, or were you offering me the word because I said it wrong at first? Just want to be clear. Offering, yeah, okay. Gingle says, true enough, we didn't have a vote in deciding that we all want to fuck up climate. Yes and no. I mean, we certainly reap the benefits of the climate being messed up more than other parts of the globe. But you're absolutely correct in the fact that the agendas were set by people where we did not have the full responsibility, except for the need to recognize our position and overcome that. We never get a vote on anything that matters. That's how we know we aren't in a democracy. Yeah, when neighborhoods can be polluted and turned into dumps without the say-so of the people in the neighborhood, when municipal waters can be bought up by private companies, you don't really have a say in what's going on around you. You should be able to control the systems that are within your local government and within what you need to a certain extent, as long as you're not taking away anybody's ability to function as a person. Jaguar says there are so many solutions to the problems, but corporations and government don't want to change because of the money. Yeah, I mean, we need to keep producing things, right? We need to keep producing random objects that don't really reward any true value to the world, or that end up in a dumpster because it's more profitable, or end up in a landfill in some other part of the world because it's considered more profitable to dump it than actually sell it. Like, how does that make any sense? I'm thinking about a lot of the clothing piles that are just dumped in Central and South America, but well, they need their profit margins to go up infinitely, and their private jets. Which, of course, are also part of the problem. And the Global South isn't doing any of this, like, pretty much. You look at how much they've contributed to climate change versus the Global North, and it's absurd. It's absurd, the difference. Gangle says it still has not been a collective decision by humanity. The majority has been duped by a greedy minority. I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. I think the blame scales up the closer you get to the... I guess what I'm getting at is, yeah, the blame scales up. The blame scales towards the billionaires. The more comfortable you live, the more you live in the global north, the more you're, brought into those structures and systems, the more culpable you are. But at the end of the day, it's still the billionaires. It's still the people who fly their private jets, have yachts. It's the same people who are in positions of power in government, like your Joe Mansions. We could have developed the electric car, but went the direction to fossil fuels because big oil wanted it. I mean, better than that, we could have kept trolleys in most of the US cities. We could have invested in train infrastructure that allowed us to build cheap rails that we could have improved upon to speedily travel from location to location without having to spend money on jet fuel. We could have magnet trains right now. We could have the ability to go from city to city very easily. We could be building things not in suburban sprawl, but we could be building things in the direction of having walkable cities where everything was within 15 minutes of walking for the average person, while still providing accessible roads and the capacity for people to get from place to place if they're unable to walk. Like, we could have all that. It's not like, I think of a place like New York City, right? Like, New York City used to have trolley cars that would run between the different boroughs, and you could be able to get from location to location very easily. They substituted their subway system and replaced a lot of the trolley cars with more streets and more roads for cars, and ended up making it significantly harder to get from location A to location B. Traffic went through the roof. Instead of investing in more public transit, electric cars are great for the cars that you do need on the road. Sure, if you could get electric buses and all that, perfect. But the other issue on the back end of that is that some of the electricity from that's still coming from dirty energy. It's still coming from oil. If you're running a gas and oil plant in order to fuel the electricity for your electric cars, are you really offsetting the problem? You need renewable energy. You need fossil fuels to become a thing of the past. And, it may not be the ultimately best option, but, nuclear has been an option for a while. It's complicated, but it's expensive. And I'm not saying that's the solution or anything, but it's one on the table. Wind and solar are. You could have batteries being developed. You could have all sorts of things. We choose not to. Money isn't invested in that. And it's not like we had to go through fossil fuels to get there. The technology was available in 1900. Governments actively subsidized the roads. They subsidized Ford and the car industry. They made it an absolute dream for the car manufacturers. They didn't have to line Henry Ford's pocketbook. They didn't have to line General Motors. But cars need to be replaced, and parts need to be fixed, and, it's way more profitable if you've got everybody trying to buy gas and cars, and funds multiple industries. But at what cost? At what cost? Engel says, we got rid of city trolleys around 1970 because it was believed that in the future everyone will have their own car. Duke says Ontario made Tesla's dream a reality and we get massive power from Niagara Falls 100 years ago. Yeah. Tesla wanted it so that entire cities were gonna get power from electricity that was generated and available to everybody using massive Tesla coils. And the Tesla coil is a fascinating piece of technology. And I don't know if we would have been able to develop it the way that Tesla wanted. But at the very least, we never really got the opportunity to try something like that, really. Gangle says, our social democrat leaders foolishly bought into the American vision of what cities should be. Which is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. American cities should not be the embodiment of what we look at. It's just, we need green spaces, we need public transit, we need cheap, affordable ways to be able to get from one side of a city to another in 15 minutes, like, for walkable things so that everybody can get their needs met. You need a wider transit system that can be able to take people from one neighborhood to another, define those neighborhoods based on that. Like, there's so many things that have been developed, and I'm just giving, like, the basic outline of what that would look like, you know? But taking it even a step further, we have the production capacity to basically end need and want. It's just the reality. And the thing is every time you see an investment in infrastructure, it's a choice. Both historically and presently. And presently, there's just a lack of anything to do with infrastructure. Where water pipes are not getting dealt with in a lot of cities, and, you know, roads are not being properly repaired in a lot of places, and it's a whole mess. But historically, there's a lot of decisions that were made to build highways and build through neighborhoods and move neighborhoods and destroy neighborhoods, and you look at every major city and it's got their own version of it. In the US, at least. And it was a massive program to build suburbs after World War II. Where intergenerational wealth was developed and handed to a bunch of people, most of whom were white. And then you create that divide because, you know, houses that were literally given to people 80 years ago, those have increased in value. Some of them are $1 million properties now, especially with the way the housing bubble's going. 3 generations later, that's enough to sustain somebody for a long time. Post-game chat. Post-game chat, indeed. Lack of infrastructure investment seems like madness. It's like essential shit. Yeah. It is. It's essential shit. And it's not considered important for daily operation. It's not considered important enough to invest in. You could clip this out as a separate clip. I mean, I could. It'd also be probably better. I could take some of these conversations and topics and distill them down to something a little more coherent and less ranty. And just script it. Would not be opposed to doing that. Gangle says American society's been shaped by the motor car, by that one mode of transportation at the behest of big oil. Justice for Jaguar and all felines everywhere. True! Pre-Jaguar right in Guacamelee 3. It's a whole century of development. It's not just a century of development. You know, you're right to call that out about the century part, but it's also a century of purposefully choosing to destroy other aspects of infrastructure. When you are able to get from neighborhood A to B super easy, and they decide, get rid of the trolley car between neighborhood A and B, and instead build a train system. I'm thinking of New York right now, because New York is special with that. New York had it so that you could get from the borough of Queens to the borough of Brooklyn on trolley cars. Brooklyn and Queens are right next to each other, right? They're literally right next to each other. They overlap. But the majority of ways to get from Queens to Brooklyn now, because of the way they set up the trains, if you don't own a car, you have to travel into the borough of Manhattan, ride a train through all of Manhattan, and then end up on the other side, into Brooklyn, and vice versa. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. So what could theoretically be a 10-minute car ride turns into a hour-and-a-half subway ride. And every city has its own variation of this because of the way they've designed the train systems. You always have things going through a central hub instead of connecting the endpoints. Instead of having a circular system where the nodes at the end of the terminals are able to connect with one another, you run it through a central hub because you want to keep commerce and finance within that central hub area. It's not a great look. It's not a great look. That's assuming there is public transit in certain cities. And in some cities, buses are few and far between. It's hard to get from location to location. Buses run maybe every half hour, every hour on the hour. You miss that bus, you're screwed. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess we could clean out too. We just gotta stop funding these billionaire projects. We gotta start coming together and forming community and forming a recognition of our fellow humans as, well, our neighbors and our comrades. But that's a whole other project. But anything else? If not, I'm gonna call the stream here. It's a good conversation. Felt good to rant all that out. Waiting for any responses in chat. Thank you for the stream in the coffee shop chat. Indeed, it was a good coffee shop chat. I had my tea, talking with you all while we've got this chill music in the background. If you all want to talk amongst yourselves, I'll give you all 5 minutes. But with that said, my name is Anarchistera. Thank you so much for watching. And next week, we'll have a new game. We'll talk about it on the Discord. How to dismantle capitalism. It seems overwhelming sometimes. For sure, for sure. But at the end of the day, it means people coming together and deciding they've had enough. It means deciding that we've had enough at the end of the day. Recognizing something needs to change, convincing other people, and coming together. Towards neighbors and comrades abundant. True, true. So next week we'll start off with Staxel. We'll do our next game. You all have a good one, and I will see you all next Sunday, and I will see you all on Discord. Have a good one, everybody.